Just kidding. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just joshing you. No, it's not. We thought it was. But no, it's not anymore. Yeah, hi guys, it's Ben here. This video is gonna be telling you why it's not anymore. It's canceled. Season 2 got canceled. We're done. um, it's a funny video to make. Yeah, so I guess story time. I guess for why it's not happening. At least not now. It can happen later, right? Later. It can happen later. Right now, no. Yeah. So what happened was back when that video was made, the season 2 production. Um, the co-star of the Boys in New York, Sebastian, moved in with me here, and then we're like, oh well, you're here. We can finally do it and get it done. But then life just kind of showed up, and was just like, no, just no, we're not doing it. And then more so, just we're like, yeah, we'll do it eventually, and then it just kept going and then going, and then we never got to do it. And then the other day, Sebastian was like, hey man, I got a job in this. I got this job opportunity in another town. I gotta go. And then I'm just like, oh okay, which that's where I'm happy for him. We're both doing good. We both got new jobs. We're doing great. But yeah. So he's not here anymore. Yeah, we didn't even make any videos. In fact, we even had this other channel right here that we made and have one video out called The Touch of BS. We didn't even do any promotion for it yet. We made like one teaser for it, and we never made anything of that either. we did one little teaser or whatever, and we had it. We were like, all right, we're gonna make content because it was just us, without David and everybody else. Boom, right? Not anymore. So I'm also gonna take this time to inform you kind of viewers of what this season was going to be, because we already had the idea of what we were gonna do. It wasn't the whole thing of like, oh, we gotta write and everything. No, we had an idea. We just never made it. We just never actually went through with actually filming and making it. We didn't do any of that. It was just the idea in our heads, and that was it. So I'm gonna tell you what we were gonna do. And we did. For one, we were gonna add new shows to the Kitchenverse. Just new shows in general. One was gonna be Cooking with Diabito. He was gonna have his own cooking show because obviously David's in Massachusetts. So if you want to get the quota on like our cooking shit, and Sebastian's a good cook, he was gonna do it. And I think he was gonna cook some actual food to him. Like Dave, the whole joke with him was like, oh, we did like French fries and shit like that, frozen shit, as a joke. But this was gonna be actual food, fucking yeah. But again, we never filmed anything, so we just never did it. So that was gonna be a thing. And then also I was gonna get my own show, not the Fat Fuck in the Kitchen, which I realized now probably what it should have been. But no, it was gonna be like the Fat Man Show or something like that. We didn't even finish it, and they came up with a name for that yet. But it was gonna be me like reviewing shit, which is weird because I have a whole other channel, which link will be in the description, and it's right there. Well, I got two of them. I'll get to that later. Of that, and yeah, it was even gonna be. We were gonna do a whole thing eventually, where like all the shows came in, and we had to which we were gonna end up having to do all at the same time. It was gonna be a big thing. It was gonna be nice, but we're not doing it. It's not happening now. So I think it's funny. Oh, Alex, he was gonna be back too. He was gonna come back. He was gonna be part of the show again. It was gonna be a thing where it's like, oh, like some Boys in New York episodes just gonna be me and Sebastian. And other parts maybe we'll get Alex in. Sometimes we get David in. A whole thing where it's like we have a full cast, but not always there. And then another thing we were gonna do was we were gonna have a producer, an actual producer, a guy in a mask, which was gonna either be me or Sebastian, or us just taking turns doing it, right? He was gonna be a part of it. He was gonna be the one that was gonna bring us back to be like, well, you fucked us over. You fucked me over before, and blah 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 blah. of like stuff we've done in past episodes fucked him over in a way that made us like, oh well, now I'm the producer. Fuck you, we're back, and fuck you, it was the whole thing. But yeah, it's not happening now. It was gonna be like in 2 phases too. Phase one was gonna be like, okay, just to show that we're back. Do a couple diabetes on it. Like the phase one wasn't even really gonna have David in it at all because he's in Massachusetts. Maybe a little bit of Alex, here and there. All right, it's gonna be a thing. But like I said, we never did it. So yeah. I'm laughing because this was weird for me. So yeah, that was what the show was gonna be, and then like again, then after phase one would have been a thing where like, oh, we gotta get to Massachusetts or something like that, because like Alex, obviously David, if you remember in the show, David put Alex in jail. Alex would have went to go get David. A whole thing would have came out, and led to the second half of the season, which would have had more David in it. David in the kitchens. David in the boys episodes. We would have went to. We were planning on going to whole Massachusetts, film a whole bunch of shit, but we didn't. We didn't do it. So. So yeah. If you guys are wondering what we're doing, the F.C.D show now. Anyway, this is probably the last video you're gonna have on the F.C.D show for a very long while. I'm sorry. Yeah, I figured I'd make this video just so you guys aren't sitting here waiting for season 2 to come out. Because it was a thing we were going to do, and then we just didn't do it. Now again, is it possible years down the line we decide to, grab a hold of it again and actually make it? Yeah, but it ain't going to happen for a very long while, so yeah. Yeah, and I guess also, like I said, and eventually there would have been a thing where like, oh, diabetes, cooking with diabetes versus David in the kitchen. We would have had that out too. That would have been fun. Well, then, like I said, the producer would have made it so we all would have had to make our episodes all at the same time. So we're all kind of rushing. It would have been a thing. How were we even gonna give the cameraman his own episode? I'm not joking. Whole thing of like the life of the cameraman. It would have just been an episode strictly from the cameraman's point of view. Right, of what he does or whatever. That was the whole thing. It was gonna be a big thing. We were gonna have so much fun with it, and then we didn't do it. We're not doing it. So, so yeah. Also, this is probably the last thing I'm filming in this house because I'm moving soon. So that's why I wanted to make this video now. But yeah. So sorry. Fucking feel like oh we're sorry, but no. So yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say about that. Just we're not doing it. It's canceled. Season 2 was a production. Now it's not. I know this seems like a thing I should be sad about, but not really. But again, if you guys want, you can check out my other 2 channels, which aren't really gonna have anything anytime soon because I'm still rebuilding those. But you check those out. Our link will be in the description below. But yeah, season 2 canceled. We're done. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I was gonna have Sebastian send something in for this, but not really much of a point. Because again, it was straight up not because like we had any creative differences or we had a fight. No, straight up just he was living here, and while he was here, we kind of just never got to film it because we were dealing with other shit in our lives. So we just never got around to doing it. We just never did it. We just never got around to it. So. Yeah, that's it. If you guys like this video, I would say subscribe, but again, we're not really, sure, like my other channels, I'll probably make stuff for eventually, but this channel is dead. Oh, same with Touch of BS, by the way. We might do stuff there, but I doubt it. But, like I said, yeah, that's what's going on there. So, if you're waiting for season 2, you're gonna have to wait a very long while because right now it's canceled. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this little explanation. Let me know in the comments below if you would have loved Cooking with Diabeto or the Fat Man Show or whatever we would have done with the new producer and just us here or whatever the fuck. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, this has been signing out. Peace.